Hey guys, Coach Mike Ryan from Fastball USA here, and what I want to cover today is I think the trap a lot of people fall into is with statistics, very specifically batting average. It is a mental trap for hitters. I also think it's a mental trap for parents when they start overlooking and over researching batting averages, statistics. At the end of the day, you have to realize that your number one, your performance cannot be related to your kid's batting average. So it is often I'll hear somebody say something like, my kid hit whatever 340 in the spring, but he's only hitting 198 during the summer. Something must be wrong. Well, there's so many other attributes to what's going on. First of all, during the spring, he may not have been facing as good pitching. During the summer, he might be facing better pitching, or vice versa. Your kid might be playing in a better conference or a worse conference than somebody else. So when then you're comparing batting averages to, other people your age or other people on other teams, there's so many things that don't tell us the story with batting average. So what I would suggest you do, if you're going to keep track of something and you want to give good feedback to your kid, or even your kid should be tracking, is the number one thing is, did he hit the ball hard, yes or no? And you could have a system. I hit it hard, meaning this was about as hard as I can hit a ball. I hit it solid, it was a good hit ball, or it was a weak hit ball. So the ball is put in play. Are they hit solid? Are they hit hard? Or are they hit weak? And track your percentage of hard hit balls, right? And at the end of the day, if you go 0 for 4 and you have 4 balls hit hard, 100% of the hard hit balls, I don't care whether you had 4 hits or not, in a sense of the reality is this: you had a good day. And there are people that say they hit 2 balls hard and they go 0 for 4 on the day. They hit 2 balls hard out of 4 times, and they're down on themselves. Hitting's mentally hard enough without trying to control things that you can't control. So the point of this video is you really got to get your kid or your players to buy in, control what you can control. You can control whether you barrel up a ball, whether you put a ball into play hard, solid, or really hard, and or weak. You can control that. You can't control whether you hit a one hopper to the shortstop that was hit solid. You can't control whether you hit a rocket and a center fielder makes the catch. You can't control the defense. You can control what you do. So start becoming obsessed with the first thing would be percentage of hard hit balls. How many times when I put a ball in play, how many of those balls are being hit hard? And of course, if you're not putting in play, that counts against you as well. And I think the place to start with that is actually in batting practice. So in batting practice, how many, I got a round of 10. How many balls am I actually hitting hard in batting practice? And then start to track that during the game, because obviously batting practice is going to be a little bit easier than the game. And if you're going to track other things, is whether it's hit hard or not hit hard, I would also pay close attention to the direction the ball is hit and the flight the ball is hit. In other words, what you might see after a while is patterns start to develop. When you do hit balls that are hit hard, you might see a pattern where more balls are hit in a certain direction than any other. Or when you're putting balls in play weak, you'll start to notice tendencies of, for example, I have a tendency to pull it, or I have a tendency to hit it on the ground, or I have a tendency to pop it up. And this creates awareness. So your goal each and every day is not to become obsessed with how many hits you got or what your batting average is. It should be, did I hit the ball hard, yes or no? And start tracking percentage of hard hit balls. And again, start becoming obsessed with it and train yourself in batting practice to do it, and then train it in the game. And the final note to that, which means you need a notebook. And either you or your kid, and I would highly suggest get your kid in the habit of it, is tracking his at-bats and be as detailed as you can. Did I hit the ball hard, yes or no? Where did the ball go? What was the flight? What was the count? Right? Did I hit a first pitch? Did I foul a pitch off? Understand the bigger picture, because awareness is step one to improving anything. And if you have low awareness levels, you're going to be not very good at making adjustments, right? And if you're hanging your hat on just what your kid's batting average is, you're missing the boat, because there's too many things that are contributing to that average in his performance. But what you can track is what his percentage of hard hit balls. And I guarantee you, if his mindset is that's what I'm going to focus on, that's what I'm going to control, he'll be in a better mental state of mind when he steps into the box, knowing that he is just concerned about what he can control the most. And I'll give you a couple quotes just from various major leaguers. And Chris Bryant said, I might be paraphrasing here, but if I hit 4 balls hard in the air, I've had a perfect day. And what he's basically alluding to there is I can't control the outcome, but if I hit the ball hard, right, that's a perfect day. And specifically, he's saying in the air, so he's paying attention to the flight of his ball. And Justin Turner almost verbatim said this exact same thing. Like, if I hit 4 balls hard in the air, I've had a great day. So, and I'm not even want to get into ball flight there, but the point is they're focusing on controlling what they can control. And again, you can't control what your kid's batting average is based on the defense you're playing. When your competition gets weaker, is probably going to get more hits anyway. And everybody would agree here that you're probably going to get some hits that you're not hitting the ball hard. So you're going to get some hits where you get, 2 or 3 drop in, or you get a couple seeing-eyed ground balls. And you're getting hits where you're making weak contact as well. So what you're also doing is you're changing your expectations and your demand of yourself as a hitter, that if I don't put a ball in play solid, or if I don't put a ball in play hard, that's not good enough, even if I got a hit or not. So you're also changing the expectation, which will challenge you to become a better hitter in the long run. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Email fastballusa@hotmail.com, or check out our website at fastballusa.com.